So anytime I'm flying FPV in public and a random stranger comes up to me, they usually ask me a series of questions. Most people know what these questions are. They're like, how far can it go? How high can it go? Or they'll say something like, are you seeing this drone view in the VR?
So you can actually, I mean, it's like you're right there in the cockpit, right? Like,
Yeah, do you see the camera on it?
But the one that I want to mention and focus on here is how much does that cost?
how much is that for that whole thing?
For just the drone? Or?
Yeah, well, I mean, the drone and everything, man, those things are slick.
And typically I'll just tell people, I don't know, it costs me about $1,000 for all the stuff that I have right here. But actually most of the time I just tell them to go and watch a Joshua Barbell video on YouTube or something.
We don't have fun here. We don't goof around. You keep that shit over on Grim Reaper's stream. That's where that belongs. He seems fun.
And that's usually because I just don't want to talk to them, to be honest, because I'm just flying my drone and I want to be left alone. But since I'm on a YouTube video here, I want to kind of talk about what a realistic price point would be for FPV. So if you want to spend the least amount of money possible, the best option is probably to get one of those starter kits. So there's this Beta FPV starter kit, and it comes with a 75mm tiny whoop, a pair of box goggles, and a radio. And it's only about $320.
Wow! That's a low price!
And I haven't really played with it or used it, so I don't really know if it's that good. But I've seen other people that I know review it, and they said that it's good. And I think it's probably a good starting point for anybody who's trying to get into FPV. It'll get you in the air. You can fly a drone. The radio works. It controls your drone. The goggles show the video of the drone, and the drone flies around. Now, for me personally, I don't think I would use it day to day to do aggressive freestyle or anything, but if you're just learning and you're just trying to, feel out if you like FPV, it might be a good option for you. Now, the only downside to all of this, to getting a kit like that, is that if you really enjoy doing this, it's likely that you're gonna wanna upgrade all of your hardware. Because here's the thing, okay? Maybe somebody goes in and they buy like a really cheap setup for, $200-300, and they realize that they love it, but they wanna upgrade all their equipment, so they've already spent the $200-300, which is actually an additional cost to what they would have initially spent if they just spent more money in the beginning. Now, realistically, if you think that this is something that you actually want to do, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to say, F it, I'm going to do FPV no matter what. I'm going to get good at it, and I want to be awesome at it, and I'm just going to do it forever. Then I would probably advise against buying any sort of beginner kit or anything. But if I was just starting out, and I knew that I was going to do this for forever, I would first purchase something like the DJI N3 goggles, I think is what they're called, which are effectively like the budget 04 air unit goggles. So my secondary recommendation is to get the HDzero box goggles, because the good thing about the HDzero goggles is that you can do HDzero analog and you can add an external VRX like Walk Snail. And then I would probably purchase a Radiomaster radio, either the Zorro or the TX15. And the only reason I say that is because I've used both of those radios and I liked both of them. Now, Radiomaster makes a radio that's very similar to that Beta FPV radio called the T9, T89, T79, T99, something, I don't know. And it's only like $35. And the good thing about that radio is that you can put CNC gimbals in it. Now, let's say you wanna just go balls to the wall, just spend all your money on FPV just to start. Then I think what you're gonna wanna do is A, buy the nicest, most up-to-date DJI goggles you can, or the nicest, most up-to-date HDzero goggles. Either or are fine. Secondly, radios. Anything from Radiomaster. Any radio from Radiomaster is gonna be good. And then let's talk about drones. What drone should you buy when you start? Now, there are some people that may say, get a DJI Avata, and that's fine. You can learn FPV on one of those. What do you think? This flies like shit. They're just gonna be a little bit more expensive than your Betaflight FPV drone. So what I would say, get a tiny whip, get a micro, get something that's like 65, 75mm, because those are cheap, they're durable, and you're gonna crash a lot when you're first starting. But if you're like, man, you know what, I wanna fly a 5-inch. I wanna go full on, fly the big drone, and go crazy. Then you know what I would say? Learn how to build a drone. But if you don't wanna learn how to build a drone, maybe buy something that's already pre-built, that's made of carbon fiber, that's durable. I've heard good things about Gep RC making good bind and fly drones. I know a few people that fly those and they seem to be pretty good. So that's basically the initial cost that you're gonna have to spend to actually get into the hobby and be able to fly your drone. There's a bunch of other stuff that I didn't even mention. Batteries. If you're flying a 6S 5-inch drone, a battery is gonna cost you like $30 per battery. And you can't just have one battery, you need more than one battery. charger to charge your batteries. A nice decent charger is going to be like 50, 60 bucks, I think. And then propellers. A pack of 4 propellers is like $3. And you're not going to just need one pack of propellers, you're going to need multiple packs of propellers. But all those additional costs don't even account for repair costs. It's not like you build this drone and it just lasts forever. So even if you do buy a bind and fly and then you fly freestyle, there's a chance that you're going to crash and you're going to need to buy more parts to repair the parts on the bind and fly. Yeah, you can buy a DJI Avata kit and probably never crash it because you don't really want to fly it more aggressively. And so you're not going to have to repair that thing. It's just going to be the drone that you have. And that's fine. You can do that. And that's going to be a one-time cost. You have that drone and that's it. But I like to freestyle. I like to fly in abandoned buildings. I like to fly in office parks or, you know, around buildings and stuff where the risk of running into concrete and breaking something is pretty high. That makes the cost of this hobby just a little bit more expensive. This is something that you really have to think about and be like, all right, do I want to actually spend money and do this and be a part of this? Because it's way more than just buy the thing, fly the thing, and that's it.
Grim Reaper's new video is called Stop Wasting Time in FPV Simulators. Oh, you can't see it. Quite a bold claim. Quite a bold claim from Grim Reaper. Stop wasting time in FPV simulators. I wonder, what does he have to say? I bet.
Let's talk about.
I was going to say, I bet he's going to talk in front of a bike. He's going to talk in front of a bike, and then he's going to talk from outside. Where you talk? Did you not go outside, Grim? You didn't go, you lazy piece of shit. You recorded your whole video from inside of your house? No, I was Grand Theft Auto, though. I like when Grim Reaper, I like when he goes outside and he does videos from outside.